My name is Pouka. Today we are with Racing World on canvas from 2010, 170 by 125. People, when they come into power in every government, the aim is to create wealth, and they are more focused in salvaguarding the interests. Every woman is after the interest and the interest of their own pocket, and the other one for the population, I may say, but not really. Now, this is a lion racing in our universe, racing into the earth, which seem to be good. But there is only one question, is apart from the earth, there is no other place assigned for human apart from the earth. And we have mapped the earth. We know the dimension. So when we are racing for domination, for wealth, for competition, when a man competes, is to reach the finish line. When there is a race, is to be first, yes, but by being first, there is a finish line. Now, when government are competing, where is the finish line? Why are they racing? Why are they focused in the self-interest? Where are the consequences of such of attitude? Do they ask question? In the 18th century, coming to the 19th century, Europe was the main dominant power in our world. But today, look at what is Europe. Look at all those countries who have been racing all over the world, bringing domination. Portugal now is almost bought by Angola. Most of the job come from Angola. They immigrated over there. Spain, Italy. Look at Italy today. France. Look at France today. What are they? China is on the top today. They're buying place all over the world. They're creating all sorts of things. People are just in the mercy. Life is in the mercy. But the only question is, where is the finish line? And do we look at the consequence we are doing to ourselves? There are no limitation to the self-destruction we are inflicting in ourselves by that selfish mentality of growth and gain. Growth and gain are not the aim of peaceful life, neither happiness. Just look, let's look thing right. The more humans are on earth, the more wealth, the more billionaire. But that is not logic, but is according to the system designed to exploit those who are creating wealth. Today, in 2 days, you can have 1 billionaire. Why? Because there are a lot of people. But the reality is, there is no billionaire that is not a robber. I'm saying that once again. Every billionaire is a robber. every human that you call a millionaire, a billionaire, is a robber. Why? Because you cannot be a billionaire if you don't exploit others. It doesn't matter in which field. If you created computer, where do your material come from? Do you pay in the right price for that material? If you are a director of a company and you use people, do you share a fair price with the people you use? If you're sharing the fair price, you cannot be a billionaire. To be a billionaire, you need to be a robber. So, competing is not the aim of life. Sustainability, how to pass on what we have, how to share the wealth of the earth. That's the aim of life. We need to stop saying to the children, you need to become this, you need to become that, you need to become wealthy, you need to become rich. If those billions of children who are on earth today, tomorrow they all have to be billionaires, who will serve? Who will grow the fruit? And how the earth will look like? It's a very bad sign of motivation. Money, wealth, greed. Everyone wants to be very rich. No, we are destroying ourselves. Look at the cities, because they're saying, oh, the population is growing, the population is growing. But all those who are billionaires, they're building city. Those city people don't live into those places. Look at all those skyscrapers. They are built by individual to use us. In the afternoon, those buildings are empty. Why don't they build all those skyscrapers and nice city to put human into them? Why? Because most of human today, they work behind the computer. So they should work where they live. So than to build city and go there every morning, creating heavy traffic for train and buses and underground to go and work for people we never ever saw. We don't even know how they look like. We admire building and how they're growing in number everywhere. There are projects of destroying more trees and building more skyscrapers. We don't know the owner. Why? Because that money in reality is our money. We are the human who are making the wealth, or they are are taking as granted because they're exploiting what we are doing. Let me show an example. When a man is buying his house in the city, like a mortgage, let's just speak about mortgage. When you're buying a house like a mortgage, of course you're happy. You have a mortgage. It's your house. You have to pay for 30 years or 25 years or 15 years, or doesn't matter how you pay it. It's yours. As soon as you grow old, it's not yours anymore, because you will die and you have to pass it to other people who will sell it, or you yourself will sell it if you live longer, because you need medicine and all those things to survive. So you will sell that house. You first go and you buy a small thing that will help you to go on. But the thing is, during the 25 years, you have been spending most of your money monthly to pay for that place. And now you pass away and you sold the place. Another person comes and buys the same place, and he starts working hard for 25 years. Oh, I've got the mortgage, I have to pay my mortgage. Oh, I'm always facing my mortgage. And after his retirement, there is no more bigger salary coming from the billionaire, those who own his life. He have to sell his mortgage to buy for medicine and look for another small place. But now, another person come and buy the same house again. Let me show you something. When you go into the shop and you buy a banana, you eat the banana and the banana disappear. When you go in the shop and you buy some of the food or your handbag, you got your handbag. When you grow old, your handbag is there. You can do whatever you want with it. But when you buy a house, the house is there, and from you, thousands of people will buy that house. If the house is too old enough, those people who are controlling you, those billionaires, they will rebuild the same house and start selling that to you, to your children, to your great-grandchildren, to all those family, and the house is there. Nobody knows the trick behind the mortgage, but everybody's working hard to finish his mortgage, while you cannot put the house in your back. Oh, I pay for the house, I have to go with the house because it's my house. No, it's not your house. All those houses were supposed to be free, given freely to human. Why? Because when you are a human, you got the right of land. In Africa, people, when they are born, they plant tree from them, they give them land freely. Why? Because they have right into the land. You got the right as a human to have a place to live on earth. Why? Because the earth belongs to the living creature. The earth has been created for the living creature. So, why do we race for? Why do we destroy ourselves for? I tell you what, it's not for us. It's not our aim. It's for those who want to be admired. Every human you're admiring is not natural. It's because of the setting of the philosophy, the description of wealth, where some people, they are everywhere into the media and they see themselves as big, exploiting us, destroying us, and we are here paying money for them, giving them everything and suffering while they're destroying our world with us into that world. It's time to change. Thank you.